definition is this: a leader helps people move from where they are now to somewhere else. This definition of leadership encompasses all the other short definitions we first mentioned. Leadership is influence. The leader influences people to make the move. Leadership is servanthood. Christian leaders should follow the example of the Lord Jesus. Servanthood pervades good leadership. The heart of the true leader is to help his people become all they can be in God. The essence of servant leadership is seeking what is best for the followers in the purposes of God, rather than what is best for the leader. We'll look at servant leadership in more detail later. Or leadership is relationship. It's a relational activity involving people. Leadership is not bookwork, budgeting, or accounting. Leaders interact with people, keeping the social fabric of the organization healthy. They maintain harmony as they help the people move and fulfill God's purposes. Or leadership is vision. The leader sees and then presents a compelling vision of the place where the people can move. Leadership is transformation. In the process of making the move, everyone involved is transformed. Leadership is empowerment. Good leaders empower the people to take responsibility and ownership of their move. Leaders believe in people and want them to fulfill their purposes in God. Or leadership is personal responsibility. Rather than blaming problems and deficiencies on outside people, influences, or events, the leader takes personal responsibility to help each person take personal responsibility for the move toward the desired future. Or leadership is decision-making. Leaders have the courage and the skills to make the many necessary and sometimes hard decisions regarding the move. Leadership is team building. Good leaders realize they can't do it all themselves, and so they build an empowered team that will lead the people through the move. It takes a team to build a bridge from the present to the future. Leadership is change or managing change. Leadership always involves change. This is the move itself to somewhere better. Leadership is culture. Organizational culture is a set of shared beliefs, values, attitudes, behaviors, and language. This is how the leader leads, and it's one of the main things that a leader does, shaping the organization's culture. The leader is a social architect, designing and building social fabrics within his organization. Think about your organization. What are the defining features of the culture of your organization? Those characteristics didn't just fall into place by themselves. The leaders built this culture, whether intentionally or otherwise. The fact is that everything that a leader does and does not do builds culture. We'll look at organizational culture in more detail later. Or leadership is communication. It involves communication of the vision and the journey, and then clarification and encouragement along the way. For communication to be effective, it must have three characteristics: clarity, passion, and credibility. Clear communication will show the people where to go and how to get there. Passionate communication will help the people want to go. And credibility will mean they will trust you enough to actually follow you there. Without the ability to engage and convince and inspire others, leaders will find it difficult to enlist people to their cause. And leadership is motivation. The leader must motivate the followers or else they will never move. He should not do this through guilt, fear, or force. The people should want to follow. That's good leadership. Leadership is persuasion. Persuasion from the outside causes motivation from the inside. Leadership is creativity. The leader sees outside the box. He sees new opportunities. He's not satisfied with the status quo. He creates new visions and new ways to achieve them. Leadership is self-management. The leader disciplines his own life to be able to fulfill the vision, and he leads his followers to do the same with their lives. Leadership is character or integrity. Christian leadership is based upon integrity, so the where and the how of the move will be appropriate. Leadership is credibility. People will only follow someone they believe in. Leadership is trust. Trust is at the center of credibility. Leadership is modeling. Effective leaders do not merely say, they also do, and thereby show others the way. And so on. We can see that our definition that the leader helps people move is a very strong one. It encompasses all these many aspects of leadership. At the same time, it's a simple definition and a very practical one. In our next course, we'll continue to work on the nature of leadership. Specifically, we'll look more deeply at leadership as movement. Now, will you please reflect? What have you learned about leadership? And how will this affect your life, your family, your leadership, and your organization?